Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome once again to the Wealthy LaLa Show with myself, Laurie Laursen. So, what do you think? Does today seem like a good mini card reading again day? You'll be able to find the cards again on the Wealthy LaLa Show on Facebook and on Instagram. I'll post the pictures there and you guys can take a peek at them. I'll also put a link if you actually want to buy the cards off of Amazon in the show description. How does that sound? So I got their brand new ones. They're brand new ones, okay? I've played with them once or twice, just a little bit when I got them last week, and today will be the very first time that we're going to play with them on the show. So these ones are actually called the Archangel Animal Oracle Cards. So they are done by Diane Cooper. And so they're, yeah, Animal and Archangel. Who would have thought, hey? So I have two cards because that's all that wanted to show up today, unless there's an extra bonus one that decides to talk to us later. But in this 10 seconds, we are going with two. So you got left or right. So you can ask a question again. Just ask a question of something specific. So say if you've got something with your body or your business or work or a relationship, okay? Or you can just ask the universe to surprise and delight you with whatever you need to know, okay? So again, there's one card to my left and one card to my right. And the one that is talking to me that's really standing out, oh, just wait here, is actually the left one. Okay, so I'm just as curious. Are you holding on to the edge of your seat? Are you riveted? Okay, because I am. Okay. Oh, so goat. So the left card is goat. Act from your innate wisdom. And the archangel is Archangel, okay, Perlimic? You'll have to look at the card to see the spelling. Sorry, guys. Purlimiek. And Pan, God of Nature. Okay, and the right card, are you ready? Drum roll. Llama. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. Archangel Chamuel. Interesting. And keep in mind, like the boundaries could be with yourself or with others. So it could be that you've got to be aware of boundaries that you have with other people. And you also may want to look at, and I don't know if I necessarily always like the word boundary, but more, holding yourself accountable to yourself is what I mean too. Like if you're just letting yourself run wild, and I'm thinking for myself right now, like I'm, just looking to be more aware, be more conscious with what I eat, the amount, what I choose to eat, if I'm eating because I'm actually hungry or just craving something or just bored, and just really being like, am I aware of the boundaries for myself with that? That's kind of where I'm going with that. So goat. And because we're picking just two cards, I will give you guys a little bit of a read to them because I think that's kind of fun. Those other cards I did that couple Wednesdays ago, those were long. Okay, so goat, if you got the left card, act from your innate wisdom. Goats who originate from Orion, the ascended constellation of enlightenment, are highly intelligent animals. Go figure. They are often misunderstood, though when they feel appreciated, they are generous, loyal, and nurturing. They love to be free, to wander, spreading golden light and wisdom wherever they go. They balance this desire for space and independence by enjoying the companionship of the herd. These special animals all have a great sense of balance. They love to clamber in the mountains and stand on rocks and peaks, gazing at the world and seeing all from a higher perspective. When you see a goat standing on a pinnacle, it may be linking into Orion. So that's, the constellation for inspiration. For their sole mission is to lighten the vibration of our planet. No wonder they're so fun, hey? Their service work is to clear unwanted vegetation and rubbish. Interesting. Okay, so the guidance part of this is when you choose this card, your guidance is to be free and independent within the nurture of a loving, caring family or community. If you feel misunderstood, remember that you carry in your aura light and wisdom. Okay. If you feel misunderstood, remember that you carry in your aura light and wisdom that are not always recognized. Do any menial tasks that come your way graciously for this part of life on earth. You are invited to look at the circumstances of your life and challenging situations from a higher perspective. This will bring you much peace and enable your innate qualities of love, loyalty, and caring to develop. When you can do this, your essential wisdom will shine through. You will be acknowledged by those around you, recognize who you are, and many will be drawn to your energy. Interesting. Yeah, it's quite cool. Try and get my mouth around those words sometimes, though. Okay, llama. So if you got the right card, okay, the card on the right, set clear boundaries and enforce them. So llamas originate from Lukume, the ascended aspect of Sirius, and they incarnated into South America, which is closely connected to Venus, the planet of love. Okay, let's get to, llamas are intelligent, gentle creatures, and they offer their wool and their strength in service. They respond generously and loyalty to fairness and love, but they know their own limits and set clear boundaries, refusing to be overburdened. So the guidance with this card. Oh, first of all, okay, there's just a little bit more about the llamas. They are social animals who love to be with other llamas, and this helps them maintain a fifth dimensional frequency. They bond and protect any animal they are asked to look after. Like many heart healers, they are gentle and patient and understanding with those who are in need or sick, raising their vibration and giving them healing. So the guidance of this card is of pure love. It suggests your heart is warm and open, so you may let others impose on your good nature or drain you. Decide what is acceptable for you. Then it is important to set clear boundaries. As we are all energetically entwined, it may be enough for you to define these boundaries mentally. However, your guidance is to be prepared to enforce them tactfully if necessary. Then you will find it easier to follow your heart and be loyal and caring and patient with your loved ones and those in need. Remember to find time to see positive friends and to do things that make you feel relaxed and happy, as this will give you energy and keep your frequency high. It will benefit you to tune in to the cosmic heart for love and support. Well, how does it get any better than that? So did you get the llama or did you get the goat? Yeah, I got the goat one. And you know, for me, like I'm kind of really getting is to be even stronger and more independent within myself, like within my, say, family, community. And the part that also read too was about how the goats are so they kind of clean up the rubbish, change the vibration of the planet. And I can kind of find myself in that too. Not kind of, but I can. And yeah. So I just wonder, what are those cards? Do they resonate for you? Were they fun for you? You know, what did you guys get? Yeah. You know, it's kind of popping. So this is kind of with yesterday's like with episode 157 when I was talking about addiction. When I was setting up the episode on Podbean to publish it, I pulled out the book that Marilyn Bradford, the lady I spoke about in yesterday's podcast, the book she wrote, Right Recovery for You. So I pulled it out and I didn't realize at the back she had her own definition for addiction. And I really, really liked it because I'm just really getting that when we don't act from our innate wisdom like the goat, or when we don't set clear boundaries and enforce them like the llama, we're not actually connecting with ourselves. And when Marilyn said yesterday, the more that you're willing to have you, the more of you you can allow to show up, and the less addiction can exist. And so if you expand our meaning, the what you can be addicted to so much more than just, drugs, alcohol, food, when you can look at addiction to looking after others, addiction to complaining, addiction to trauma, drama, you can be, oh gosh, there's so much more. There's so many places I could go with that, people. But I want to read her addiction because I really liked it. So this is in Marilyn Bradford's book. Addiction is an entrenched pattern of avoidance and or escape from a life that appears too overwhelming and painful. It is a place people go to not exist and to not experience the pain of self-judgment and the sense of being inherently wrong. It is a flight from the imagined or false self into a contracted place of existence, whether it's alcohol or food or being a victim or overworking. The individual finds something to escape with or into, then erroneously decides that that substance or activity is necessary and required in order to survive. Choice is sacrificed for the lie of dependence, and the individual begins a self-perpetuating cycle where she becomes increasingly diminished. From this place, it is easy to believe that there is no possibility of release or recovery. However, because the assumptions underlying the path to addiction are based on misinformation, inaccurate conclusions, and decisions, real recovery is possible. Addiction is not a life sentence or an identity. It is a created behavioral pattern, and with accurate information and tools, anyone can come to a place of real choice with any behavior. As individuals are empowered to claim more and more of who they are, the addictive behavior loses its pull and the individual is free to create a life they truly desire. Like, wow, that's at the back of her book. So again, I'll put the link for her book in the show description. It's just another possibility of addiction. I've also been doing this EFT tapping course with body weight, food. It's mostly with food, like with cravings and stuff, and man, I can find where I've used food to substitute for enjoyment and for fun. Like, it was the easiest hit to get fun where I couldn't find fun before. And then without knowing, the food became the go-to to have fun. And I tell you, I love cooking. I love eating. And I also don't want to choose it if it's not something that's actually creating greater for me. And, over the last, I don't know, I'm not really sure exactly when, but we're going to say the last 2 years, my body is heavier by the measurement of the scale, probably 15, somewhere around there, pounds. And, I just get that it would be more ease for my legs. It'd be more ease for walking, more ease just for life in general if I was to create something different there. And this is, of course, is without judgment. The other thing is too, is I just feel more sexylicious in clothes. I just do. So, but just, I can see where I lost myself in the food and then had the food be the fun instead of me being the source. And, sort of going to something that when I was talking in yesterday's show about Kyle Cease, he was talking about that, about the pain that we can experience in this life, any kind, physical, emotional, mental, food pains, whatever. And if we actually just sit with them and have them not be the answer, but we move into ourselves and find ourselves as the source of love, the source of fun, the source of playfulness, the source of vitality, it's going to create a completely different life. Now, I am so this is a freaking huge subject. And so I'm just touching on it. And that's why I love to give you guys resources to find more information, because I love to just sort of bring it up and then let's see where it goes. So anyways, are you a goat or a llama today? Which one was for you? Goat, act from your innate wisdom. Llama, do you got to set clear boundaries and enforce them? What'd you guys get? So on that note, big hugs. You can find the cards again on Instagram or Facebook. And if you ever want to reach out to me, thewealthylala@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. Take care and big hugs.